Day 32. It's actually quite a pleasant morning. It's not cold, can't see my breath at all. It's actually quite nice. If I was in a hurry at all, I would actually go into the river right now. Just, like say Doc Campbell's was kind of far and I wanted to make it there today. I'd probably start early. Those rivers aren't nearly as formidable as they were last time, so I'm not intimidated. I probably should be, but I'm not. Doc Campbell's is only like 3 or 4 miles away, and there's really no reason to get there early. None. So I don't know, it's probably about 5 a.m. or so. Making my first pot of coffee. Well, made my first pot of coffee. I might sit here and have two. Because why not? My legs are really sore. I woke up several times in the night. There's a lot of noises in this place. One was a mouse just getting into my garbage, but I leave my garbage out specifically to attract mice, so they leave my stuff alone when I'm cowboy camping. So, they fell for the bait, didn't touch my stuff. Awesome. And they're cute. They're adorable little mice. Snake crawled by, and I don't know what size snake because I only saw the last couple inches of him, and that's always skinny. I'm assuming it was a small snake, but it was like literally 8 inches from my face. Like I heard something and I look over and I see just the end of a tail going up and over my backpack. And I was like, oh, well, hey, I hope he was small. I heard something stomping around a little bit, or not necessarily stomping, just walking. But I was like, well, I am at the only warm water around. Maybe other things know about it. Just stuff that kept waking me up. And then having weird dreams on top of it. Normally I don't dream much or remember them, but I know I was dreaming a lot last night, just not what it was about. But I didn't wake up feeling weird, because sometimes that happens when I'm having a lot of strange dream. I wake up feeling sad or whatever. No, I'm feeling pretty groovy right now, man. I'm ready to get to Doc Campbell's and soak, though. My legs hurt so much. I'd wake up a little bit and, do that stretch thing and be like, ow, because my legs are sore. Yeah. 24 hours in a hot tub should fix something, huh? All right, let's sit here, drink coffee, wait for the sun to come up, and mosey on eventually. I'm just sitting here chilling. I've got no incentive to move on. Thinking about Doc Campbell's, there were spaces for maybe 8 tents tops. It wasn't a very big camp area down by the hot spring. It is my high hopes that horde, consumes, hangs out for a while, and moves on. Because they'll be sucking up all the Wi-Fi, they'll be taking up all the spots. Don't they know this is my trail? So, part of the reason going there is to upload stuff. And then the other reason is some hot springs, and both those are going to be overly taxed. So I'm hoping that they don't plan on staying the night. That will really save the day. But I think, I can see sunlight just touching the top of the rock over there. So I'm going to hang out until it finally gets here. I mean, it's not cold. I can't see my breath. No, nothing. Not even wearing gloves. Not worried about the water being cold. It was not half bad yesterday. Once the sun was out, it was great, But even those first steps in, it went horrible. I'm just not looking forward to going to a place full of people. Well, everything works itself out. Temperature dropped because the sun's about to come up. I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm just not motivated. And I'm thinking if you brought a shovel, because this is all really soft mud, you could dig this thing out a little bit more. Because I'm assuming by shape somebody dug it out initially. Pretty square for a random act. But take the mud out and pile it along the walls, make it a little higher, and make this thing just deeper. I mean, it's only like 3 miles from Doc's. I'm just walking around a little bit trying to loosen my legs up because my calves are killing me. I've been massaging them for an hour or so now. What a tucked away little spot, huh? Never even know. Where'd the sun go? Oh, overcast. Brr. Oh, it's not very big. So yeah, I guess it's about time to head out. See if there's room in the hot springs for me. Not a bad spot. Not a great spot, but not a bad spot. Had that thing been 10 degrees warmer, I'd just stay here today. Let's go do a few river crossings, huh? Now that I'm up and moving with a bit of weight on my back, my legs feel much better. But it's still cold. I got my mittens on. Sunlight's trying to make its way down though. Haven't had to step into this yet. Not looking forward to it, but not really dreading it either. I only got a couple of them, and look how shallow that is. Well, we knew it had to happen. I hope it's not too deep. Yeah, it's a little cold. Please don't get ball deep. Deep right here. Yep, all deep. Right at the end. Oh, of course. Brrr. Oh, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible. We got sunlight right here. So green and thick down here, it's hard to tell I'm in a canyon. I passed up the other hikers that joined me in the mud spring. They're still sleeping. But that's 3 less spots I'm in competition for at the hot spring. Well, by the time I peel in there, that everybody else will be peeling out. That's unusual. Looks very flammable, doesn't it? Got another one of them wormy things. This one's a bit more deteriorated. Goes all the way back underneath this clump. And it looks like a raccoon's been here too. Okay. Supposed to cross, but I don't see anywhere where there's not a bunch of debris. Oh, maybe down there. You know, this tree is just holding up the whole mountainside right there. Love how it just fits in every little notch. Looks like I've got just 2 more crossings because right up there is the bridge that leads to the docks. So I think I just have to cross it here and then cross it right before the bridge, and we're good. So this is one of those roads, literally no shoulder, but yet this is the trail. No signs to tell people, hey, watch out for hikers. It's about time for a wardrobe change. I see a camping symbol up there. Maybe there's some benches or something, I don't remember. Very distinct layering. You're looking close, let's see how close. You can tell the difference between like when it was a flowing stream and then mud, and then flowing stream and mud. Just layers upon layers. Bet that's a cool waterfall right there. When water falls. Gila Hot Springs Branch. Might as well go here before docks just in case. Maybe I'll luck out. They got a nice farm on the way in. Unfortunately, it's feeding time, or we'd be hanging out with baby goats. Where are they? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Ah, there you are. Last time I came through, there's baby goats everywhere. We got some ponies. And a sleeping dog. Oh, and more goats. Oh, baby goats. More baby goats. What's up, goats? Sleeping dog. Goats in the road. Goats, goats, goats. It's time to herd the goats. They let me pet him. Doc came over and wanted me to touch his butt. We're friends now. Hey sheep, how you doing? It's a really nice place. Yeah, you said it. Definitely live here. I could definitely live here. So, you know, even if the campground is full, this is still a fucking river. I can find some places to camp. See, that's smart, just in case it floods, you know? You live near a river. Things are bound to happen. Well, that is no bueno. What? But yeah, there's hikers everywhere. And I don't even know if these are hikers. Some of them are, yeah. Jeebs. Sweet. A nice gentleman came over and he says, yes, we have room for you somewhere over here. When one of these hikers peels out, just put your tent where hers was. So here I am. Evidently, they have this trailer here that we're allowed to plug our stuff in. And it's also a big hiker box, I hear. So I'm going to check for gas. Not that I need it, but I always like to top off when I can. They had 4 that are mostly empty, but better than nothing. Most people probably would have thrown those away because there's very little in them, but it's free. There's my camp. That's my view. These are the hot springs. Can't film because there's nudity. Well, I stayed in the hot spring for about an hour. It was pretty nice. There's little lava rocks in there, and I was picking them up and using them to scrub myself because I have not really showered in a few weeks. But it turns out you're not allowed to be naked in there. So after about an hour, they came over like, hey, dude, your big schlong's freaking people out. I'm like, sorry. And he's like, yeah, you can only be naked at night. Oh, I didn't know that. So apparently my penis is way less intimidating in the dark, is what I'm hearing. But I was done with my thing at that point anyway, so I'm gonna charge my electronics in the hiker box and walk up to Doc Campbell's and see what's going on up there. I hear he's got a lot of food nowadays. I like food. And we are here. Tons of hikers here. It's like a mile walk almost from the springs to here. But they have Wi-Fi at the springs, so I'm going to test that out so hopefully I don't have to come back. There's too many freaking hikers, man. There's like a 20-minute line to buy shit. Not really in the mood. I'm going to kick it by the little pool they have here with a little leaky rock feature. Oh. Is that a huge tadpole? Yeah, oh, they're gonna have some bullfrogs up in here, and these things are so big I wasn't sure if it was the head of a snake or a tadpole I was looking at. Oh, like those guys there. Let's see if we can find them in down. Hey, you. But yeah, there's too many damn hikers in there. There's too many. So I'm gonna hang out here, let them do their thing, because I'm not standing in line while my ice cream melts to pay for my ice cream. I'm actually annoyed that there's that many people. I spent a good 20 minutes out there and I come back and the line is still the same size. I don't know what's going on, man. Doc's was definitely popping. They had my box. They had to advertise I was injured. Like, oh, you're that guy. I'm glad you healed up. Thanks. Appreciate it. Nice of them to hold my box for me. They don't even charge for it. So, you know, I was there, bought some ice cream, a pizza, and a burger. Because they have all of those things now. They have tons of hiker stuff there. It was really nice to see. I'm not exactly sure what I mailed myself in this box, because, you know, that was a couple weeks ago. But I'm gonna get down to my little hot spring down there, get in my family-friendly underwear, and I'll deal with what's in this box later. Offerings, pretty stones and whatnot, some sage, feathers. Nice. I was being chatty with people as I do, and they happen to be driving by later, and they're like, hey, you want to ride down to the hot springs? That's where we're going. Hop on my tailgate. So that's what I did. I am really buoyant, or this water is really dense. I took a nap in it and just floated the whole time. My face has stayed above water. My arms just floated in place. It was like being in the womb, man. Oh, I might do that again. So my homemade shoes are still holding up pretty well. I don't wear them often, but in situations like this where my shoes are all soaked and full of gravel, not bad. I have no idea what this is, but I found it in the hiker box and it's going to go in my belly. So yeah, it's not half bad. Some sort of stew kind of thing. I assumed it'd be good. There's a few of them in there that somebody had made. They even put silica packets in it and everything. So it's like, yeah, it was made with love. Wolf that down. And then somebody gifted me some magic mushrooms, so I'm going to ingest those and then go hang out in the hot tub. Oh, and I was also gifted the strongest gummy in the world, the guy was telling me. Oh, it was too much for him. Do you want it? And I was like, hell yes, I want that. So I'm going to have myself a little meditative state tonight in a hot tub. That is the thing about this place. It is dusty. It's fine. It goes right through your bug net. And even with all this tree cover and the big cliff, there's still tons of wind. I think all the sand would have blown away by now, man. Come on. This is the dragon that spits perpetually hot water. And you can also get hot and cold water over here. Cold down here. I was going to do a time lapse of like the sun moving across there, but there's nowhere I want to set up my camera and walk away from it. So I'm going to throw it all back in my tent and just soak.